Today we will be studying about the characteristics of family Solanaceae. This is a very important family and there are many vegetables which belong to this family. So we will take the type Datura. Datura grows like a weed and it is also a medicinal plant. So we have taken the flower of Datura. So this is a full flower of Datura, you can see it. It grows along the roadside. It's a big flower and you can see the various parts of this flower. Now the various ways in which you have to exhibit this flower is, first you have to cut the longitudinal section. For cutting longitudinal section, you will hold the flower in this way and you will cut with the sharp razor blade along the longitudinal direction up to the end, and then you will separate them and you get one half, and you have to keep it like this and display it to the examiner. So in this you can see that the longitudinal section of the ovary is also observed. Then all the parts you can see in the longitudinal section. Then you have to display the other parts also. During exam you will be given 2 or 3 flowers. So one flower you will utilize for making the longitudinal section, other one you will display the parts. Now in this what do we see, that this is the calyx and it is a pentamerous flower. That means 5 parts are there, 5 in multiples of 5 or 5, but it has been cut to display it. Otherwise it is just like a bell shaped flower. It is all joints, gamosepalous condition. This is the corolla which you have to, or petals, they are also completely joint, you can see. And you can see another very interesting thing, that these are the male part, that is the stamens, and they are joined with the corolla. So this condition is called as epipetalous condition. Corolla joint with the petals. So epipetalous condition. And you can see the anthers are long and they are basifixed. That means they are joined with the filament at the base. So this is called basifixed. And there are 5 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 are there. This is the female part. This is the ovary. A long style is there and a small stigma. Bifid stigma, that means divided into 2 parts. So this you have to arrange. Then you have to take another flower and then you have to cut the transverse section. For cutting the transverse section, you will hold the flower like this and you will cut the TS through the ovary. I have already cut it for you, and you have to place it in 1 drop of water in this dissecting microscope, and you have to see it and show the examiner. Now same flower, the TS of the ovary I have kept over here for you people to see. And always you have to see that there is water, otherwise it will dry up. So in this TS of ovary, you see this type of structure in which there is a very thick swollen placenta in the center and it is obliquely placed. This is called the septa, which is obliquely placed. These are the 2, it is bilocular, so 2 locules are there or chambers, and these are many ovules are there which are joined with the placenta. So this type of arrangement is seen in family Solanaceae. Now we will also study the same with the help of the chart also. We are having the chart. In this also see Datura astusa is there. This is the complete flower. You can see that this is the calyx. All the sepals, they are joined. This is the corolla. There also all the petals are joined. And then you can see that as I have shown there, you also have to open the flower like this and draw. This is the longitudinal section, you can see. And here this is a little different. The one which we have got different, the ovary is slightly different. Here we will see only 2 chambers. Here we are seeing 4, but in the book you have to draw only 2 chambers on the 2 sides. Then this is the pistil, that is the female part. This is the ovary, style, and a small stigma which is divided into 2 like bifid stigma. Then This is the floral diagram, is very important. You have to draw the mother axis. This is called mother axis. Then you can see that there are bracts, so it's bracteate flower. This one shows the bracts, these three. Then this is the calyx, the green one. They all are joined. So this condition is called as gamosepalous. Then 5 petals are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and all of them are joined. So gamopetalous condition. Then you can see there are 5 anthers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are joined with the petals. So this condition is called as epipetalous condition. This is the ovary. Again there is a difference between this species and this. So you will draw the one which has been given to you. So there are only 2 chambers over here. So there are 2 chambers and many ovules are attached to the placenta. Placenta is in the center. So you have to just change this one little bit and draw the one which I have drawn on the board. The floral formula of this flower, this means it is actinomorphic. That means it can be cut into 2 equal halves in more than one plane. This symbol, it shows it is bisexual, male and female part both are present in the same flower. K, calyx, 5 sepals and joint, that is why the bracket is there. This is corolla for C, 5 petals are there, they are also joined, so there is a bracket here. Androecium 5, but they are all free, but they are joined with the corolla. That's why this bracket is there. Epipetalous condition it is showing. Gynoecium, it is superior ovary, 2 to 4, but in your case it is only 2. In this case it is 4, that's why they have written. Other you will write 2 and they are syncarpous, means joined together, and you have to put a line underline this, showing that the ovary is at the highest position in the flower. Now this flower, as I told you, it is very important because there are many vegetables which belong to this. So it has got a lot of economic importance. So 2 plants you have to remember of economic importance. One is Solanum tuberosum, that is the potato, and Solanum melongenum, which is the brinjal. So both these plants belong to family Solanaceae.